Very happy to be here as I unfuck this cord. What's up? No, I'm excited to be here. I just got done driving 11 hours from Austin, Texas from a week of shows, so thank you guys for being here. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a great crowd. Only person in the front row is my girlfriend. That's sick. Like the supportive mother I never had. That's awesome. I just ran through my set and my head's gonna bite me in the ass in about 6 minutes, so keep an eye out for that. She does like to role play. Josh called that out. She does. She just gives me a hug and tells me I'm good enough. And honestly, dude, that's. Very happy to be back. I love living in New Mexico, even though we are 50-first in education. That's not even a joke. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, you guys heard me right. We're 51st. We were 50th, but they added DC to the rankings, and it went from 50th to 51st. And look, I'm not the most educated guy around. I'm a 4-time college attendee, but Alabama beat us. West Virginia beat us. And apparently, per capita, they have more degrees than teeth. It sucks. I live by myself. I grew up in a super strict Christian household. And, it's interesting into my late 20s, looking back at that environment. First when I was a kid, the most violent movie I was allowed to watch was Passion of the Christ. Yeah, that's the correct response. You shouldn't show that to a 7-year-old. That's a horror movie. Passion of the Christ is like Saw for Christians, But every Easter morning we watch that. No Harry Potter. Yeah, we can't watch a movie about a bunch of teenagers swinging around pieces of wood, but old JC gets nailed to one and it's A-okay. That's a tough joke to get to, I understand that. Buckle up. It was funny, I remember this was like, maybe I was like 9, 10 years old. Our church was doing a food drive. This is during like the first surge in Iraq, right, under Bush. And so they're doing this food drive to send care packages over there. I remember me and my mom, we participated in that. And so we go to Target. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go get some food. You head down to the candy aisle, pick out a couple things, put it in the box, send it overseas. I was like, all right, sounds good. Looking back on that, my favorite candy at the time was Warheads. Yeah, apparently my mother did not love the optics of sending more of those overseas in 2008. Like I said, super strict household, no weed, not allowed to smoke at all. That being said, first time I smoked weed, I was 15 years old. And it was during spring break. Mom was out, a friend of mine came over, went out to the backyard, smoked. I got baked as a cake. Like the kind of high where your arms feel like pool noodles. Friend leaves. I'm like, man, it's 11 o'clock. Munchies are setting in. Mom's not back till 6. This is going to be a great day. The moment I walk in, phone rings. Hey, coming home for lunch. See you in 20 minutes. So the first thing I do is I grab a can of Febreze and I spray down the outdoors. This is a true story. I run back inside, spray down the house. We didn't even smoke inside. By the time I'm done, I hear the garage door opening. I run to my bedroom, jump under the covers, and I hear my door like creak open very slowly. And she stands in the threshold of my doorway for what feels like an eternity. And the only thing she says to me is, hey, pot's gonna wear off in about 3 hours. Next time, don't use so much Febreze. is going really well. Let's change that. Do you have any pro wrestling fans in the house? Anybody pro wrestling fans? Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. I never understood why the WWE doesn't have a heavyweight division for the women. Like, look, don't get me wrong. I love what they have going on now, but I'd love to see the big girls go at it, you know? I'd love to see a couple of big girls wrestle for a championship belt and a Raising Cane's gift card. You know, it's funny. Because of the WWE, I remember where I was when Osama bin Laden got killed. I remember it very specifically. I was watching the episode, and John Cena was wrestling for the American heavyweight title. He wins, has the belt, grabs the microphone, and goes, like stands up on the top rope, is like, hey, we have now killed and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden. Like he did that shit. Like, listen, I was like maybe 9 or 10 years old. He had just put out the Marine. Nobody told me that wrestling was fake. I was like, yeah. You fucking did that shit, dude. Oh, man. All right. I got a couple more for you. I figured out the best way to catch a pedophile. Remove. Yes, sir. He said a bullet. What a fucking patriot. Best way to catch a pedophile. Remove speed limits from school zones. See who still slows down. Now listen, for the few of you in here not laughing at that, you're a liar. If school zones didn't have speed limits, we'd go right through those things. Fuck them kids, man. But the ones who slow down are like, fuck them kids, man. All right, I think that's all my time. My name is Noah Vargas. Thank you guys very much. Noah Vargas.